I shared with you before I signed up for the show. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't used it in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly the people I interact with, they don't use English.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all of my clients do speak Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
so I guess I use it in my mind mostly these days.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. You mentioned to me when I was talking to you about joining the show that you don't actually use English these days.
yeah, unfortunately, not as much as I would like.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And so the first time I called you up to talk to you, I thought, well, his English is going to be rusty, but you haven't lost your English at all. You may not be speaking it to people. Maybe you haven't been speaking it to people in the last few years, but your English is still really, really fresh. And I guess I want to ask you, do you still think in English sometimes?
I do. I do. Sometimes I dream in English too. Like
Really?
a couple of nights ago, I had a dream and I was talking to some of my friends who I usually speak to in Spanish.
Oh yeah.
And in that particular dream, I was speaking to them in English. And when I woke up the
Really?
next morning, I'm like, oh, that was odd.
What did they reply to you in English in the dream?
Yeah, everything was English.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Um, so yeah, I guess I used to think more in English because of the job I had back then, but still
Right,
use
right.
it in my brain a lot just to, all the processes and my ideas. I take
Hmm.
notes in English. I read a lot of English in English, and
Oh,
I
you still
listen
you
to.
even today you read English, do you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you do.
Um,
Okay.
well, English is what is it called? I forgot the name. Just it's the common language. If you
Uh-huh.
want to be on top of whatever it is you're doing, politics, engineer,
Hmm.
sports, if you want to read a publication, it'll
Hmm.
come out in English. If you
Right,
want to
right.
read it in Spanish, then you'll have to wait till it gets
Mhm.
translated to your language.
Yes, yes, exactly.
So in a way, English it's going to be number one language for everybody in the world.
Right,
Um,
right.
and of course, I never wanted to give it up because I put so much energy and attention and money and just a lot of
Uh-huh.
effort to developing English. I
Hmm.
don't want it to die out.
Hmm.
Um, but of course, you don't use if you don't use it, eventually you lose it. Um,
Right, yeah. Uh-huh. And so that's what really, I always say that, every English teacher knows that expression, use it or lose it, right? But although you haven't been speaking English in the last few years, I guess you're still using it because you read it. Do you listen to English?
oh yeah, absolutely every day.
Ah, there you go. Okay, so that's how it's still being used by you. I always look at it in terms of input and output. You still have input in English. Now, maybe you don't have output. The two forms of output are speaking and writing, and maybe you're not doing those. But you're. And the other thing with you is you got to a level where you were an interpreter. That is a really, really high level of English. You're bilingual at that point, right? And I think is really interesting for me is I think once you got to that level, it became something that is like permanent in your mind.
Yeah, I
When
wish it was. I wish it was permanent.
well,
uh,
what something I think it's at the point where it's not something you're going to lose. And
right. Yeah, I
uh,
understand what you're saying.
right now, in this show, you couldn't remember the word thesis, right?
Right.
Right. Okay. But then it came to you. So you're gonna lose a little bit, right? Uh huh. But the basic structures are right there in your mind, and your mind knows how to think in English. And yeah, you're gonna lose some very specific information, like especially words, vocabulary for things that you don't think about maybe very much.
Right.
But no, I think it's there. And just let me ask you a question. When was the last time that you spoke English? Do you remember?
Well, now that I was in Spain, and it was an international event,
Oh,
a
really?
lot of the people that I talked to did not speak Spanish, even though, the place, the
Okay.
venue was in Spain.
Right.
So that gave me a little bit of a chance to speak English.
Oh,
Uh, Not much, not like I'm doing it now, like, having a full-blown conversation, but like
right.
small talk.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, so I went to Spain last week, but before that, I guess it was with you.
Yeah, it was the conversation when
Mu-
I called you up. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Right.
But I
Very,
remember in that call, you said to me that you hadn't spoken English in several years.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I need to find new ways to use it more.
Right. Right. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, but it's interesting. You're one of the first people. I think you've reached such a high level that it's really hard for you to lose it. When I called you on the phone, that was the first time you'd spoken English in several years, and I didn't notice any problems with your English at all. That wasn't what I was expecting. But yeah, you were completely fluent in it. So